Today, we'll be making an AI assistant for market research. So if you own a business or work in a business, this is a must watch for you. First of all, a quick little intro. I'm Adnan and I'm documenting my journey in the AI automation space. As I try to learn new stuffs every day, I record them and I post them in my channel. First of all, a quick little context about our imaginary company. If you have watched my previous videos, I'm sticking to the same company for making different AI tools for it. So the name of our company is Biosource Analytics. It's an Austin-based provider specializing in the acquisition and provision of high-value medical and scientific lab equipment for research institutions, clinical labs, and biotech companies across the USA. So that was our company context. We want to implement an AI agent to assist in the market research process before implementing new ideas. For example, it can be a service tweak or introducing new equipment categories or customer experience updates. So market research is an expensive process and it takes time. So our main goal is to cut down all those things so that it can make the whole thing a lot easier and cost effective. So what's the purpose of this agent? Our agent does a lot of things. First of all, it can act as a market research assistant. It can gather feedback from 3 distinct AI persona agents for each user query. So we're going to set our AI persona agents later. It can synthesize responses to deliver clear and actionable insights. It can validate or invalidate ideas very quickly because it's AI powered. And finally, it can streamline the internal decision making with AI powered summaries. So basically, it has, if you give one query, you can get 3 expert insights out all at once. So you get the clarity minus the bottleneck. So what's the value of this AI agent and what it brings to the table? At first, we can get rapid validation of business ideas without the long research cycles that are typically associated with it. Then we can improve the customer-centric thinking by simulating client-facing personas. We can support strategic decisions around services, equipment, or anything regarding customer experience. It can save time and resources compared to traditional market research. It can boost agility in service innovation and offering updates. So you can get very high quality feedback in a fast manner so that you can test smarter and you can pivot faster. So before building the AI agent, this will be our general workflow. At first, it will take in a question from us or the person doing the research. So this is our main agent. And it will pass that question in this format with an assistant ID to call different personas later. So the question will be passed on to the relevance AI tool, which I'll show you later. Then this tool will send that data to 3 different distinct customer personas that we will set up later. So after sending that, our customer personas will give their different answers according to their situation and context and everything. So we'll get 3 different answers from 3 different personas. And relevance AI, the tool in relevance AI will collect all those data and send it back to our AI market research assistant. And after receiving those data, it will consolidate and summarize everything in a clear to understand format without changing anything, without changing the narrative or just making it easier to read, and then it will pass that answer to us so that we can get everything very quickly. Now we are in Agentive and we can start building our agent. At first, this is some of my past projects and I'm clicking on this one. Alright, so this will be our main agent and we can change the name according to our wish, and this is named Biosource Analytics Market Research Assistant. So this is our agent description. speaks to a soundboard of different user types of Biosource Analytics to get honest feedback from various points of view. Alright. So for each agent, we need to include prompt, knowledge, and tools. So for this one, we are not going with any knowledge base. So only the prompt and tools part that we'll be covering today. Alright, so at first the role: act as a Biosource Analytics market research assistant designed to gather and synthesize feedback from 3 distinct AI persona agents regarding changes or new offerings related to our company. Alright, so at first we assigned a role, then process user queries about potential service changes, new equipment categories, or client interaction improvements by sending these queries to 3 different AI persona agents. So this is the task that for this I showed you a flowchart previously. So that's in the written form here, and we added some specifics here how the agent will call the tools and communicate with each other. So we can communicate with those 3 persona agents using their respective assistant IDs, which I'll be showing soon. Ensure to use the AI persona query tool 3 times for each query, 1 for each persona agent, and this AI persona query tool will be hosted in Relevance AI. Then summarize the feedback from all 3 persona agents in a clear and concise manner. Maintain a neutral tone in summarizing feedback, focusing on truthfulness and directness. This is very much needed. If you do market research, this is very important. Then you have one tool available, AI persona query, and then the assistant IDs for each persona agents are as follows. So we are going to paste the assistant IDs from 3 different agents here. I'm going to show you. Then some notes at the last, you can read that. Alright, so now we can go back and we can start here. Okay, this will be our first AI persona, and of course you can add as many as you want. We are going with only 3 personas for this video. So at first we have the pharmaceutical procurement lead persona. So it represents the procurement / sourcing professionals in pharmaceutical companies interacting with Biosource Analytics services. Alright, so here we defined a persona. If you did any marketing work previously, you should have a basic idea what these things are. So you have to assign an imaginary name, the context, what he or she does, etc. Alright, so we defined our persona in details here. We provided some background so that it can give the output properly and maintaining the context like what an actual human would reply. It's going to mimic that everything. So we also mentioned what his focus will be. So Biosource Analytics is potentially valuable to your company because why? We provided some points here. You can change everything. Then we provided company context here. Alright, this will do. Then we can click on publish. Now if you come here and select on deploy and go to custom, you can see the assistant ID here that we were talking about previously. Alright, and this API key, this is our whole agentive API key. So let's just say we are trying to call this AI agent from agentive from another platform, right? So we can call we can access all our tools here in agentive by this API key, and then with the assistant ID we can pinpoint on what agent we are going to access. Alright, so here goes. So I'm just going to copy this. this is our assistant ID for our first persona, copied. Then if we go back and go to our main market research assistant, so we copied the assistant ID of pharmaceutical procurement lead. So I'm going to paste that here. All right, so done. Next up, we can do the same for other remaining two personas. So this one is done. We can go to this one. So this persona is for any principal investigator, which represents the principal investigator users or decision makers interacting with our services. So you are Dr. Alex Carter, principal investigator, blah blah blah. We have set our persona here. So everything is the same like before. So I mean the format is the same like before. Alright, so now we are going to do the same. We are going to come here on deploy. We are going to in custom tab, and then this is our assistant ID. I'm going to copy it, then go back to our main agent. So there it goes. Done. So I pasted the assistant ID for principal investigator. Now one more remaining, and that one is biotech lab manager persona. So it represents the lab manager users of biosource analytics services. So just to show you guys what I have written here in the persona. You are Dr. Lena Hanson, a lab manager at a mid-sized fast-growing biotech company. So yeah. Now we are going to do the same here. Deploy custom in the assistant ID. I'm going to copy that. Come back here. Okay, so I'm going to paste that here. Done. So our prompt is properly done, as you can see. I can click on publish here. Done. So now we are heading back to relevance, which will be our AI persona query tool, and I'm going to set everything up there. So currently we are in relevance AI. This is our AI persona query tool, and it sends a question to an agentive AI agent. Cool. So what kind of inputs is it expecting? So it's expecting these inputs here. At first it needs a query, and the query will be sent to the AI agentive agent. So by the agentive agent here, we mean the three distinct persona agents that we created in agentive, not the main one. It will receive data from the main one, then send that query to three distinct AI agentive agents. It will receive back the outputs and then send it back again to our main agent. Alright. So in the query section here, then we have the assistant ID. The assistant ID of the agentive agent. You want agentive agent. I know it's a bit repetitive here, and I'm having some trouble pronouncing it. Okay. So in this section, our main agent will automatically fill this up because it does have data on the different assistant IDs for three different AI agents, AI persona agents. So it's going to fill that up automatically. And then if we come down here, we have two API bodies here. both are using the post method. In the raw JSON body, as you can see, there is a section called assistant ID. This will be automatically filled. This is a dynamic entry, and this will be automatically filled from here. As you can see, this will be passed on here, and then we have something here, your agentive API key. So how we are going to access it? Let's go back to agentive, deploy custom. If you remember, I talked about this earlier. So this is our main agentive API key at the top. So I'm going to copy that and let's delete that and paste our agentive API key. And I'm going to do the same for this section here. Delete that and paste our API key. So all of this will be filled automatically. We do not need to worry about that. Alright, everything is set up. We can publish changes. Alright, now if we head back to our Relevance AI main dashboard, so we are going to click here, export tools, and we are going to select custom GPT or actions. Alright, we are here. We are going to scroll down, and what tools will your custom GPT use? So we are going to select the AI persona query agent. From here, we are going to select custom auth. We are going to select generate API key. Done. Then here we are going to generate an open API schema. If you don't know, schema is actually an instruction manual, one-page instruction manual for the agent, so that it can know how to use tools from here. So it's an instruction manual for our agent on how to use the tools. So this is our open API schema here. We do not need to do anything else. Was our AI persona query tool public? Let's check that again. Alright, let's click this first. We made our agent publicly available, otherwise we won't be able to access it with the link. It's publicly available now. Now we can go back and do finish our task. Select AI persona query here, and I'm going to select the custom auth, generate API key, generate open API schema. So first I'm going to copy that schema and head back to our main agent here. So this is our main market research assistant agent. I'm going to select here tools. I need to edit the agent. Let me delete everything from previously. Alright, so I'm going to select create new tool, and I'm going to paste that open API schema here. As you can see, after pasting the schema, it has automatically accessed our tool here. Now we need to at first let's click on create tool here. Done. Then we're going to select edit auth. Now let's go back. So if you remember, we selected a custom auth here and the authorization token is here. I'm going to copy that. Let's head back. So this is our API key. I pasted that here. Our auth type is custom, and in the custom header name section we have to type authorization. If you are confused why we are doing this, because the Relevance AI API requires some header, and this will be our custom header name, authorization. Yeah, the spelling is fine. we're going to select add auth and done. Basically I'm to select on publish. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, so everything is done. Now we need to give our agent a test, a spin, if it's working perfectly or not. Now we will test our agent if it's working or not. So I already have written something here. So we are considering offering an optional extended concierge support package for our sourced equipment. This would include proactive maintenance reminders, priority access to our network of third-party service engineers, and assistance with sourcing consumables or accessories for the equipment for an annual subscription fee. So they are trying to implement a new service with an added annual subscription fee. So at first, before implementing that, we need to take ideas from our agent personas. So what's your take on this idea? If I send that, now what the agent will do is take this information and pass it to our relevance AI tool, and from there that will be passed on to 3 different distinct AI persona agents, and their replies will be collected, and then our main market research assistant agent will summarize everything and give us detailed analysis of their response. Alright, so the tool has worked fine. We can read that. Here's a summary of the feedback from the 3 persona agents regarding the proposed extended concierge support package for sourced equipment. The principal investigator feedback. So it has replied with everything, how the personas are thinking about our new service. So in conclusion, it has given a summary. Overall, the feedback indicates a strong support for the extended concierge support package, highlighting potential benefits in maintenance and sourcing efficiency. However, concerns about costs and the quality of service emphasize the need for transparency and assurance to encourage adoption. So the persona agents actually agree to that. In exchange, that we need to ensure the transparency of the costs and quality of our service, and we have to ensure everything beforehand. Alright, so our agent is working fine. You can change the personas, add more personas, and fine-tune those. You can do everything with it. So yeah. Okay guys, so that was all for today. Journey continues, and do let me know in the comments what AI agents do you want to see next for your business. So if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI explorations, and of course comment below with if you have any insights or advices for me, as I'm trying to learn new things every day, even from you guys. So yeah, that was all for today. See you in the next one.